Without having access to the internet, it's like not having running water anymore.
It's like living in another world sometimes.
A day of heartache to send an email.
There were a number of people have left the valley because they couldn't get internet connection and they were needing it for work.
It was awful, absolutely awful.
What we had here was 0.5 megabit from BT. And in the end, we decided that really was quite inadequate, particularly for small rural businesses and especially for people working from home.
We've got a massive rural hinterland, one that has its challenges, and if we don't have that connectivity there, then our businesses will not be able to achieve all their potential. In terms of economic resilience, economic growth potential, connectivity in terms of superfast broadband is the way forward, and we are providing that as a local authority.
Stirling Council were very good at the information they provided to this community, because we were in a situation where asking the question, well, how do we go about this? How do we start it off?
There's no one-size-fits-all solution. You've got 3 primary technologies, your full fibre, your fixed wireless access and your 4G connectivity, and each community needs to work out which technology or combination of technologies works best for them in their area.
The Trossachs Community Trust have been working with Stirling Council for 3 years now. We started with a feasibility study to look at something called white space technology to get round the trees, the hills, the natural infrastructure here that's a real challenge.
The arrival of high-speed connectivity in Aberfoyle was a start of that journey, and the next phase of that was making that connectivity absolutely available to all of those different groups of people that were visiting the area.
Within the Cairn Valley area, it was a fixed wireless broadband project. It was actually the simplest form of process that we've come across.
It's a transformational project delivering world-class and future-proof broadband to this rural community. We're doing it with volunteers. It takes a bit of time. We've been working on this for about 5 years, but we're nearly finished. Why are we doing this? Because no one else will do it for us.
That's 5 minutes for you, David.
Giving people a gigabit of speed at this time is really transformational.
Andrew, we've got fibre, thank you.
It's as good as anywhere in the world in this small glen in the centre of Scotland.
To build an economy and to rebuild an economy in somewhere like Aberfoyle, it's been critical to actually make sure that there are no barriers to anybody getting online and being in a position to do what they need to do.
It's made it possible for much younger people to move in, reverse the ossification, and these younger people told me they would not have bought those houses had it not been for this fast broadband scheme.
We'll also, I think, see a greater diversity of companies moving into the area. So, like mine, high-tech companies, it doesn't take away the farming and tourism. You know, they're an essential part of it, but you get a greater diversity and a greater resilience in the local economy.
As a small community, we are very low on resources. We work with volunteers, we have to work part-time on this, and Stirling Council have given us the direction, the support and ultimately the funding to make this happen.
We've certainly had tremendous feedback from our communities. Tourism potential has been increased, where jobs and resilience in the local economy has increased, and where people have that connectivity with their families and their wider families, where essential services are just at the touch of a button, and they feel truly connected with the modern world, and that creates that resilience that our rural communities so need in order to flourish and be successful in the future.